for Waggoners Walk. In the middle of Monday night, after another anonymous telephone call, Sophie Richmond took a taxi to number 1, Waggoners Walk.
Thank you very much. How much is that?
£3.50.
Right, £3.50. There's £2.50 and another 50 and 30, 40, 45 and 2, 4, 5. There, I can just do it.
Oh, stuff,
Look, would you be very kind and wait there a moment, just until my friend opens the door?
With a tip like you've just given me? Oh, you'll be lucky.
Oh, hell. God, people can be horrible. Now, please don't let Rob be asleep.
Mike? Mike, there's someone at the door.
What? What time is it?
I don't know, but there's someone at the door.
I better go and see who it is, I suppose.
I hope nothing awful's happened to Sonia.
Oh, we should be so lucky. I expect she's just forgotten her key.
Oh, it's Rob they want. 2 rings.
Well, I'm up now. I'll go. Oh. Hello, Rob. You're going, are you?
Yeah, evening, morning, I mean. Look, sorry about this.
It's a bit late, you know.
I wonder who it is.
Sophie, what's happened?
Oh, Rob, I just had to come. I'm sorry. I had another one of those phone calls.
Sophie Richmond.
What's wrong?
Well, I don't know, some new drama, I suppose.
Oh, isn't there always? Well, I hope she didn't hear that.
Well, I think we could be forgiven for expressing an opinion, particularly since she's woken us both up at 1 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, you can say what you like now. They're safely in the flat.
I hope they haven't woken Sue.
Well, she'll go back to sleep. And so must we.
I don't know that I can. I'm dying to know what it's all about.
I'm sorry, Rob. I had to get out of that flat. I just couldn't bear the thought of spending the night there on my own. And I couldn't think where else I'd be safe.
You should have phoned. I'd have come and got you.
Yeah, I know, but it would have taken so long. Anyway, I thought the phone would wake Mike and Claire, and now I've woken them anyway. I'll have to apologise to them in the morning.
When are the other girls going to be back in the flat?
Well, Marilyn's spending the night with a friend. She often does. And Sarah will be away for a few days. Her mother's ill.
Well, perhaps you better stay here for a few days. And get that phone number changed.
Yes. I don't know how long that takes, do you?
No, but you must get the calls intercepted in the meantime.
Yeah, I suppose so. God, it seems stupid to be so frightened.
Oh, I don't think it seems stupid at all.
It's the idea he's watching me that scares me. I don't know where he is or who he is.
At least you don't think it's Bill anymore.
I don't know who it is, Rob. Just after he phoned in the flat, when I was feeling really panicky, I even thought it might be you.
Me?
Well, then I realised that it couldn't be, because you answered the phone in the restaurant that evening. You did hear someone, didn't you?
Of course I did.
God, I think I'm going balmy. And for a second then I just thought you might have made that up, to get yourself an alibi.
Sophie, come on, cool it.
It's just the fact that he knows me that freaks me out, and that I'm not just any old number he looked up in the book.
Do you know what I think?
No, what?
I think he's pretty pathetic. People like him always are. And I think if you could find out who he is and you ring him and tell him to shut up and shove off, that'd be the last you'd hear of him.
Mike? You asleep?
No.
Neither am I.
I was trying not to wake you.
I was trying not to wake you. Haven't you been asleep at all?
No.
Shall I put the light on?
Well, if you like.
They stopped talking half an hour ago.
Yes, they're probably sleeping the sleep of the just now.
Sonia's not come in yet.
No, I know.
I've been lying here thinking, Mike.
Yeah?
Well, if she is going to fight for custody, and if Broomfield's going to back her, and it sounded as though he was,
Yes.
well, I think we ought to do everything we can to keep her under this roof.
She is not going to get custody, whatever Broomfield says.
But supposing she did? It's too awful to contemplate. We'd never see Adam. He'd probably end up a battered baby or in a children's home.
It's not going to happen, Claire.
But, Mike, I want you to think about something, just for a minute. An idea I want to put to Tony and Kirsten tomorrow evening when we go there for supper.
Yes.
Don't say no out of hand. Just think about it. Suppose we were to offer Sonia the top flat, for her and Adam.
Oh, Claire.
Well, it's not as silly as it sounds, Mike. She'd be independent, and at least we'd have some control over the situation. We could make sure Adam was all right.
If she stayed there, yes.
What do you mean?
Well, I should think if we offered her the flat, she'd leap at it. She must know it would increase her chances of getting Adam by about 200% having the backing of her in-laws.
Yes, I know.
And when she'd got custody or care and control or whatever, she could just push off. And then you'd have nothing. You wouldn't be able to keep an eye on Adam. And it wouldn't do our relations with Tony and Kirsten much good, would it?
But if we explain to them why we're doing it...
It doesn't matter, Claire. If we offer Sonia a home, it looks as if we're siding with her.
No, we're not, Mike. We're hedging our bets for Adam's
There's
sake.
no hedging bets in this situation. We've got to give Tony all the support we can. We've got to make absolutely certain he wins this court case.
But if he doesn't... I'm so frightened, Mike. For Adam.
Seen Mike this morning, Debbie?
No, can't say I've looked for him.
No, he's not in his office. Perhaps he's late. Oh, I shall just have to put this on ice till I see him.
What is it?
It's an article on old Hampstead. He asked me to try and get something together using some old notes of his.
Fascinating.
Oh, it's quite interesting, actually. I enjoyed last night.
Good.
I liked your friends, particularly Carol.
Yeah, she's all right, is Carol.
She's awfully sweet, isn't she? She looked like a Renaissance Madonna with the baby.
More than I will, I dare say. I'll just look fat and horrible.
I'm sure you won't.
Mind you, all that calm. Well, I never know whether that's natural or not.
What do you mean?
Well, she does smoke the odd joint, you know. Has been known.
Oh. Are you going to stay there indefinitely?
What, you mean at the Mews?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Best thing I've got on offer, isn't it? Do you disapprove?
No.
You sounded as if you did last night. Proper little property owner you sounded like. You don't ever see yourself buying a place of your own then, Roger?
I was merely trying to understand his point of view. It's completely foreign to me. The idea of moving from one house that doesn't belong to you to the next.
Yeah, I bet it is.
You don't have to sound so jaundiced about it. I'm no more to blame for the fact that I have a little money than he is for the fact that he has none.
No?
I'm not, Debbie. And I refuse to feel guilty about it. If I gave away the little I've got, it wouldn't make any impact on poverty or homelessness. Heavens, I haven't even got enough to buy you a house.
No, but you will buy yourself a house, won't you?
Oh, probably one day.
Yeah, well, that's the difference between you and me, Dickon. That's what I realised last night. You see, there's people like you, you're part of the system. And then there's people like Roger and Carol and Vince. They're not. They just have to exist as best they can. And they're my sort of people.
You really do love a good wallow in self-pity, don't you?
Have you told the police about this man?
No.
Well, you should.
Yes, but I don't know what I'd tell them. Someone keeps ringing me up and then ringing me off. I mean, it sounds so ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. He's got you really rattled.
Yes, I know, but it's not as if he's being obscene.
But he's threatened you. Have some coffee?
Oh, thank you. Actually, it all seems pretty ridiculous in the cold light of day. I don't know why I got into such a state about it.
I do. All alone in that
Yes,
flat.
but I won't be alone tonight anyway. Marilyn will be there. She's one of the girls I share with. Claire, you do know that, that Bill and I are through.
Oh?
I just thought I'd better tell you, though I expect you knew.
No. I've no interest in what Bill's doing these days.
Oh, I see. I just thought he might have come round to see you or something.
No.
He was terribly cut up about you.
Sophie, I really don't think we ought to be having this conversation.
No, sorry. I just wanted to tell you. Because of that day we met in the street in the summer, you looked so wretched when you saw us together. You know that time when you and he had just split up?
Oh, we didn't split up, Sophie. There was nothing to split up.
Oh, okay. Oh. Well, anyway, I've told you now. It wasn't that he didn't care.
Sophie, please, let's change the subject. Tell me about Lynn and Matt. How's the restaurant doing?
Oh, good morning, Mr Digby. We don't usually see you at lunchtime.
No, well, I'm working in this part of the world this week.
Ah, bit nippy, isn't it?
Yes, damp too.
Yeah. Want your usual table, do you, sir?
If I may.
Certainly.
Thank you. Oh, you do a good trade lunchtime as well, I see.
Well, not but...
Rob, shall I answer that?
No, I'll get it. It might be him. You get Mr Digby a menu, would you?
Okay. Hello, Mr Digby. The lamb's very good today.
Is it?
Hello. Nice restaurant.
Well, I'll be advised by you. What's the soup of the day?
Potato and leek.
I'll have the soup of the day and the lamb then.
Sorry, what did you say?
The soup of the day and the lamb.
I'm sorry, I thought you were somebody else. Yes, I'll tell her. Yeah, bye. Well, that was a false alarm at any rate.
Then it wasn't him.
No, it wasn't. It was your cousin, Ben Woodhouse.
Well, what did he want?
Well, apparently you left your checkbook at his place on Sunday.
Oh, come in. How lovely to see you.
We never seem to see each other these days.
No, well, Tony is so busy always, and I do not like to come to Waggoners Walk with Sonia there,
Hello, Mum. Dad.
Hello, Tony.
Well, the flat is looking nice.
Oh, not all of it, I'm afraid. We have one room full of recording equipment. Oh, please, sit down.
Okay.
Ah, Tony, how are you?
Oh, okay, Mum. Sorry I got so ratchet with you and Dad the other day.
That's all right.
Put it down to strain. We're all feeling it.
Yeah. How is life at the loony bin?
I wish you wouldn't talk like that, Tony. Sonia is your wife, after all.
At least for a little while longer.
Now, sit down anyway. Hey, what can I get you to drink?
I'd like a gin and tonic.
And I'll have a scotch, please.
How's Adam?
Oh, he is in bed, but I think he is not asleep yet.
I won't disturb him now. Perhaps later I can go through and dote when he's asleep.
Well, did you find anyone to publish the scoop I turned down, Tony, that local girl?
Yep. Pop Press are doing a feature on her.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. How much did you pay them?
Well, nothing. They're pleased to do it. I tell you, Trudy Window's going to be another Kate Bush. Mum, here's your drink.
Thank you, darling.
Kirsten?
Thank you.
Oh, and that's mine, is it?
Yep. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes, cheers.
So, Broomfield reckons Sonia's in with a chance, does he, as far as Adam's concerned?
Yes, I'm afraid he does.
That just confirms me in my opinion of psychiatrists.
You're not thinking of doing anything rash, Tony. You're not taking Adam out of the country.
Why not? We've done it before.
No, Claire. We are not thinking of doing that. What we were thinking was perhaps Tony would not get divorced.
Oh, Kirsten. And you so wanted to get married.
Yes, but it is not so very important, really. We can go on as we are. We have been very happy so far.
But what will your parents say? I know they were hoping you and Tony would get married.
I know. But it can't be helped. Now, we have talked about it for 2 days. If we should lose Adam because of the divorce, we should be very bitter.
I'm sure you're right, Kirsten. Oh, I'm so pleased you're being sensible about it.
You know, your mother's been imagining Adam in care ever since she saw Dr. Broomfield.
No, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to give Sonia the opportunity. I phoned the solicitor this morning and told him to scrap the divorce petition. For now, anyway.
And you can hear the next episode of Waggoners Walk on Monday afternoon at 5:05. Meanwhile, there's another chance to hear that episode on Monday at 12:15, here on Radio 2. Waggoners Walk this week was written by Margaret Simpson and directed by Anton Gill and Margaret Ettle.